Guest of honor. Our guest of honor happened to be a friend of ours, a friend of mine too. Kwankwaso, we have known ourselves, we work very hard together. For you to be particularly singled out to come and commission a project in Emo, it's a privilege. Thank you very much. We are very, very, very happy to receive you among us today. Even though, anyway, it doesn't matter. You're not going to campaign today now. So since you're not campaigning, it doesn't really matter. Your Excellency, you are in Emohua local government area, and you are in Emohua town, and I'm the paramount ruler of Emohua town. I have come to offer you kola in our traditional way. I know after presentation of this kola, protocols will not allow me to say anything again. Therefore, my leader, allow me 1 more minute. Allow me 1 more minute. Let me say something. Your Excellency, apart from you being a friend, apart from you being from our area, I want to tell the world to hear today that as a governor, we have never seen anything like it before. If I begin to enumerate the things you have done in this local government area, so many hours will go. But I must say 1 or 2. You know, when you have a good friend and you don't value your friend and you lose that friend, that's when you know you have lost something. You are a friend indeed. Your Excellency, I want to tell the world that the Chief of Staff to the Government House is from this community, Emohua. Let me remind them, according to the lawyers, it's better to have more than to have little. Let me add more. Mr. Project, they call you, is because of things you have done. This is one of them. I grew up partly in this community. This was a track road. A track road. You have now brought development and brought light. I'm not talking about the Ohause road though. I'm not talking about this road though. I'm not talking about Rumakunde road though. I'm not talking about the university. You have done more than we have expected. We will remember you. Whoever says you are not there, we did not see that person. Emohua local government area will stand by you. Whatever you say is what will happen here. What you say is what is going to happen. There are 2 forms of presentation here. And go ahead. There are 2 forms of presentation. Number 1 is the traditional kola. Press that. It's our precious kola. Give me this one. The community self, Your Excellency, brought this one. George, no tunko, never really short, but you go Buanochi. No, Domino, I will have a date with His Excellency. We'll have a date with him in future. Don't worry about that. We'll have a date. Who told you? So the second part, my own great grandfather, those days, if he was alive, as you are going today, we'll give you 1 human being to go with. That is the tradition of Emohua. So what you have done for us, we feel is not to bring cow, nama. We have to buy ehi. I don't know the name in English. Oh, ehi. Obey. Bring it here. Come on, bring it here. Come on, bring it here. Let your guys see. It's not for eating, for keeping. This will help prosperity. It's male and female. Male and female. You take it and it will prosper. It's not for eating. You have prospered more. This is what we are presenting to you, and it's going to prosper in your house. Everyone knows to make cow. Everyone knows to make cow. Everyone knows to make cow. And make cow. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. God bless you. Don't worry, follow.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give the welcome remarks, may I invite the Chairman of Mahua Local Government Area, Dr. Chidi Lloyd.
Guy, just carefully move him out. Your Excellency, is the one Yesom Wike, Commander of the Order of Niger, Grand Service Star of River State, Pillar of Sports Africa. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of River State, Dr. Mrs. Ibaliboha Rebanigo, Distinguished Service Star of River State. Your Excellency, Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Fellow of the Institute of Quantity Surveyor, Your Excellency, the former Governor of Kano State, former Minister of Defense, and the presidential candidate of the new Nigeria People's Party. Please, Your Excellency, permit me to adopt the existing protocols as already established by the Master of Ceremony. Your Excellency, on the 29th day of June 2021, you led eminent Nigerians to this community, especially the former governor of Benue State, who today represents Benue State, Benue Northeast, in the Nigerian Senate and chairman of the Senate Committee on Power, Dr. Gabriel Suzwan, to lay the flag off of this particular road. And less than 1 year, Your Excellency, we are here today to commission this road. This is not just another commissioning, Your Excellency. This commissioning speaks volume about your person. This commissioning today speaks volume about the kind of politics that you play. This commissioning speaks volume about the humanity in you. Because today, Your Excellency, we will be commissioning a road in Mgbutanwo, Emowa. The emphasis are mine. Your Excellency, that is why the Holy Book has said in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 7, that when a man's way pleases the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. Your Excellency, can't you see that your enemies are at peace with you today? Can't you see the peace and tranquility that pervade River State? Can't you see, Your Excellency, that yours truly here speaking to you today, not as a citizen of our local government, but as his chairman? Your Excellency, your brand of politics is what has made it possible to have my friend and brother, Senator Chris Finebone, sit with you today in the ESCO as your Commissioner for Information. Your Excellency, this you have achieved not through the barrels of the gun, not by force of coercion, not by intimidation. Your Excellency, what you have done is to deploy just one thing, and that is love. Your Excellency, no wonder Martin Luther said that love is the greatest weapon that turns an enemy into a friend. Your Excellency, can't you see the state? That at a time of transition, the River State enjoys this kind of peace. This will only have been possible because of your brand of politics. And Your Excellency, for us will continue to pray for you and activate the provisions of Psalm 35 verse 1. Your Excellency, my prayer has always been for God to contend with those who contend with you, to fight those who fight with you. And Your Excellency, the prayer was further answered in the book of Isaiah chapter 49 verse 25. Your Excellency, God says that, thus says the Lord, that even the captives of the mighty will be taken, and that the prey of the tyrant shall be recovered, and that God says he will contend with those who contend with you, and that your children will be saved. Your Excellency, can't you see that you have saved our oil wells? You have saved every asset of River State. You have made us stand shoulder to shoulder, eyeball to eyeball, with citizens from any other state in this federation. Your Excellency, it is on this note that the people of Emowa has told me to tell you, we have resolved as a people, and we have invoked the provisions of Ruth chapter 1, verse 16. Wherever you go, we will go. Your God shall be our God, and your people shall be our people. On this note, Your Excellency, let me once again welcome into Mgbutanwo, the home of Oshi Wege, and the home of one of our leaders, Senator Andrew Uchendo. You are welcome, and God bless you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests with your dance steps, may I invite the Nzimbu Gugu Women's Group of Mgbutanwo.
Chineke gọzile iwe, ihe ọzọ wikele ihe na-eme ha. Chineke gọzile iwe, ihe ọzọ wikele ihe na-eme. Chineke gọzile iwe, gọba na anyị n'ala ihe na-eme ha. Chineke gọzile iwe, gọba na anyị n'ala ihe na-eme. Chineke gọzile iwe, Chineke gọzile iwe.
Please, can we put our hands together for the Thank you very much. Please, can we put our hands together? Thank you so much.
Asa wuche ndule
distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite to entertain us the Tufiakwa musical group.
Hello. Hello. Ekwe medike, ekwe medike, ekwe medike, ekwe medike weekend. Ekwe medike, ekwe medike, ekwe medike, ekwe medike weekend. Weekend shirike bama no. Weekend shirike bama no. Weekend. Weekend shirike bama no. Weekend shirike bama no. Weekend. Mbita woro bi ekon raya. Mbita woro bi ekon raya weekend. Shiba usero bi ekon raya. Shiba usero bi ekon raya weekend. Iṣẹ́ òdúró di ẹgọ́rùn-ún ẹ̀. Alímìnì tẹ́nàró di ẹgọ́rùn-ún ẹ̀yà. Rúmọ̀dọ́gọ́rọ̀ di ẹgọ́rùn-ún. Obele rúbùtìrò di ẹgọ́rùn-ún ẹ̀yà. Obele ṣọ́kọ̀rọ̀ di ẹgọ́rùn-ún ẹ̀yà wíkẹ́. Rúbùtì bàrọ̀ di ẹgọ́rùn-ún ẹ̀yà. Obele ṣọ́kọ̀rọ̀ di ẹgọ́rùn-ún ẹ̀yà wíkẹ́. Ẹ̀mọ̀ wà rọ̀ di ẹgọ́rùn-ún ẹ̀yà. Mẹ́ni nàdúgbò akẹ́lá lánàá. Mẹ́ni nàdúgbò akẹ́lá lánàá máa wíkẹ́. Surya Majesty. Kinga usake lalanu, ele wana mo wake lalanu mamene. Ogana ake lalanu, ele tashi ake lalanu mamene. Wike shirike, wike maruma, wike. Iko hawan na liberai, iko hawan na libera wike. Ekwe medike, obrumena yo iko hawan wike. Ekwe medike. Emeka woke kelami, mini na libera kelai meka. Mini na lugu akela lanu wike. Okrobia one, University wike. The whole fly over Yekon Roya, wike.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please can we put our hands together one more time for the Fiakwa musical group. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite the wrestling group of Mgbutanwo. Mgbutanwo. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I at this point invite to give the project description.
Oh, wait.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give the project description, may I invite the Honorable Commissioner for Works in Rivers State, Judge Kelly D. Alabo, PhD, FNIQS.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Your Excellency, the former Governor of Kano State and our special guest today, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, the Speaker, Rivers State House of Assembly, Your Excellencies, may I, by your leave, lean on protocols already properly established by the compare. Your Excellency, we are here today at the Mgbutanwo community in Imoha local government area to commission a project which we flagged off last year. This project was awarded about a year ago to Julius Berger under the leadership of Engineer Tanner, and today we are here for the commissioning. The project is the road is 39,300 square meter in area. That's the asphaltic concrete area. And we have a 200 millimeter thickness of stone base, 50 millimeter thickness of binder cores, 50 millimeter thickness of wearing cores. And of course, substructurally, a lot of soil replacement was done because of this nature of the soil before the road commenced. We also have drains across the entire length of the road, and then we have street lights. This is just one of the roads in this area of this part of Imoha alone. We also have a similar road at Rumiche, we have at Isiodu, we have at Rumakunde, we have the Obakari internal road going on, we have the Rumodogo 1 and 2 roads, which has just been completed and will be commissioned very soon. We also have the Akpabu Odido road, we have the Akpabu Egbeda road, we have the Akpabu Itu Modioga road. Excellency, you have done much for the people of Imoha, and we say thank you. Once again, thank you, our special guest, and welcome to Rivers State.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give a remark on behalf of the contractor, Julius Berger Nigeria PLC, may I invite Engineer Jürgen Fischer.
His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Chief Barrister Nyeso Mesenwo Wike, CON, His Excellency, the former Governor of Kano State, Distinguished Senator Rabio Musa Kwankwaso, Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Dr. Mrs. Ipalibo Haribanigo, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to adopt existing protocols. I welcome you all today to this our Mgbutanwo internal road commissioning, which was in fulfillment of His Excellency's rural transformation agenda. However, what made this very significant is the consideration of EMOA for Julius Berger standard and quality of infrastructure. It will interest you to know that we came first to EMOA with the award of Ruma Kunde and Isodu Roads rehabilitation. Since 2018, within this period, we reconstructed and commissioned with streetlights Ruma Kunde Road, Isodu, respectively, including a spur to Ona Avuse Road. We are indeed grateful to His Excellency, the Governor of River State, for giving us the opportunity to contribute to his River State Urban Renewal Program. At this juncture, may I bring you greetings from our Board of Directors and management for trusting that Julius Berger Nigeria PLC can deliver in good quality within contractual period all of his landmark projects. Also a special thank to the Ministry of Works under the leadership of Honorable George Kelly and to our construction team led by Project Manager Mr. Tana Özerkan. And last but not least, to the good people of River State for their patience and understanding during the construction. Thank you very much, and God bless this project, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to give a speech, may I respectfully invite the Governor of River State, His Excellency, yes, is the one we say, Commander of the Order of the Niger, Grand Service Star of River State, Life.
Your Excellency, our special guest of honor, the former governor of Kano State, former Minister of Defense, former Deputy Speaker of House of Representatives, by the special grace of God, the presidential candidate of the NNPP, Alhaji Engineer Rabiu Kwankwaso, Fellow of Nigeria Institute of Engineers. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of the state, the Vice Presidential candidate of the NNPP, our dear brother Idahosa, the Zonal Chairman of our great party, Chief Danobe, former Deputy Speaker, Chibudon Wuche, the single Senator, Barinada Mpigi, Senator representing the River Southeast Senatorial District. Our own friend, Buba Galadima, the man who speaks the truth all the time. Members of the delegation of our special guest of honor, the representative of the managing director of Julius Berger, my friend Fisher, Engineer Fisher, and members of his team, former Chief Whip of the Senate, the chairman of Emo Local Government Council, chairman River State Additional Rulers Council, particularly the Newell Emo Sergeant Chidi Awuse, members of the National Assembly and State Assembly that are here, our dear leaders our dear women, our dear youth, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen.
Yendeba, 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 yendeba.
Your Excellency, our special guest of honor, let me on behalf of the government and people of the state most sincerely thank you and members of your team for honoring our invitation to be with us here today, the 21st of November, 2022, to commission this road, Mgbutanwo Road. Like what the chairman of the local government said, this road was flagged up June last year. This road has been completed for the past 4 months. Today, we are here to commission the road, and by a humble self, you have been here before in Rivers State to commission the Rumuagba flyover. Today, you are here to commission the Mgbutanwo Road. You may not understand the importance of today's commissioning. You are a senator, you've been a senator, they say once a senator is a senator. And today, you are in one of your colleagues' place, Chief Andrew Uchendu. You are in his community to commission his road. That is to tell you, we want you to commission your colleagues' community road. What I've always asked our people, what I've always said to people, I'm a friend to the governor of Rivers State. I'm a friend to Mr. President. I know Mr. Vice President. I know the President of the World Bank. What is important is, of your relationship with all these people, what have you brought to your people? Of what will it be the benefit to your people? You know all these people, yet your people are suffering. Of what benefit will it be? If the people of Anoa, if Ohachi, the Sergeant Awusi, and Chief of Staff and all of them, they said they are close to the governor of Rivers State, and yet they cannot bring one road project or any project or Mewa. Shame unto them. So, I've always said, wherever you are, bring the dividend of democracy to your people. Good governance is the welfare of my people. They did not just bring road, a road that was built by the biggest construction firm in Nigeria, Julius Berger. With street lights, And let me tell you, these people are, I'm sorry to say it, they are not in the city, but today they are in the city now. When we came here last time, they said, oh, the road will not be done. This political propaganda. Is it a propaganda now? No. Car or propaganda? Mgbutanwo car or propaganda?
No be to be the mono really. What did they walk you?
Now, for record's sake, the people of Emawa, yes, Oha, Chidi, I wish I said I did this, I did that. I will tell you why I have to do what I did for the people of not just Emawa, but Emawa local government. But let me start here. Where's Nda? Where's your senior brother? Where's Osa? Where are they? Where's Osa? He didn't come. Special guest of honor. This is his son, Professor of Chief Andrew Uchendu. These are his nephews. They have no position. They have never been to State Assembly. They have never been to House of Representatives. They have never been to Senate one day. They have never been council chairman. But this young man dragged the governor down here.
Yes, a week, pepper them, pepper them. We got designer pepper them, pepper them. Yes, a week, pepper them, pepper them. Yerishi pepper them, pepper them.
These three young men, no position in government. They had the ability, the love for their people, and came to the governor and cried to the governor, our governor. We said we are going to support your government. Our governor, our people say, now that the governor has won, what have you brought home? Your Excellency, come to our rescue. The only thing we need from you, let us have a road we can use and go out and go to the farm. These are the three young men who dragged me down here. Can you imagine these three young men dragging a whole me to Mgbutanwo community and giving them a first-class road? Continue to pray for them. They didn't think about their pocket. They didn't say, look, Governor, empower us, put something in our pocket. The only empowerment they said they need, construct road for our people. Therefore, these are the true representatives of their people. Not those who will go to Abuja, not those who will go to Port Harcourt and forget their people. Pray for them to continue to remember their people. And that is what we want. Young men like this who will have the opportunity to remember their people. I thank you, all of you. I thank you. Your Excellency, our special guest of honor, I want anybody to challenge our administration and let it be known that this administration, we have never done any project above 14 months. If you calculate all we have been commissioning, put them together, from June last year till now, we are commissioning over 20 projects. Put all the money together for those 20 projects. Within 1 year, the projects are completed. We have today, as of today, from 2019 till now, we have commissioned 9 flyovers. 9 flyovers. By December, we'll commission the 10th flyover. By February next year, we'll commission 11th and 12th flyover. I came here Chief Awuse said, I have done or has Sergeant Awuse Road. I have done Rumucheruma Kwande Road. I have done Isiodu Road. I have given them a campus of the university. I did not end there. I told them, government secondary school Emahua, that their own son brought down. I was going to rebuild it. Am I building it today? Am I building it today? Their own son came and brought it down. I said, I will come and rebuild it. Have I rebuilt it now? Our own is promise made.
Yes, sir, we can go. Mr. Project.
In this local government, they had a son who was the commissioner for agriculture from Obakiri. They had no roads. Today, go and see what's happening in internal roads of Obakiri. Today, go and see Urumodogo 1 and 2, which are going to commission soon. Go and see Ababu, Ebedia, Omudioga. Tomorrow we are commissioning that. We have done Iba Road. What do you people want me to do again that I've not done? What do you want me to do again? Have I not done well for you? Have I not done well for you? Have I not fulfilled my promises to you?
Maybe to be the monorail when they walk you.
And therefore, I have told all of us. They say, oh, I have caused trouble. I said, what is the trouble? That they say, oh, the Niger Delta State shall account for their money. I never said so to anybody. All I said, people should thank Buhari for me. For giving me money to do all the project. That's what I said. If you will interpret it in a different way, it's your own business. Is it wrong to thank somebody who has done well for you? Does it mean you won't thank me for what I've done?
Why not? Who said that?
That's what I said. You brought food for me here. You brought two, what? The girls of honor don't understand the no. No, sheep.
Okay.
So, he brought native cow, which is English cow. So, to thank me, is it not? You brought yam. You brought bags of gari. You brought plantain. Is it not? You brought fish. Thanking me. What are you thanking me for? For what I have done, is it not? Is it not? Is there anything wrong in that? No. So if I thank somebody who gave me money, is there anything wrong? No. Is there anything wrong? No. I don't understand why people play politics every time. Let me thank you. Let me thank you. People may not understand. When you wanted to leave PDP, I came to your house in Abuja. I said, sir, don't leave the party. I pleaded with you. I came 2 times. Those who never meant well for this party, who will want to take control where they never sold. You want to reap where you never sold. They said, no, leave Kwankwaso to go. Who is he? Let him go. After all, I was Senate President when he was the Deputy Speaker in House of Reps. I said, no. It's an asset to the party in Kano State. Kano is very, very important for our party. Therefore, whatever it takes, let's keep him. Let's manage him. They said, no, let him go. I said, the more the merrier. We're opposition party. We cannot continue to drive our people away. Whoever is angry, let's keep him. They said no. Oh, I went to see Kwankwaso. I said yes because I know with him in Kanu that likelihood that it will be better for us. But if we remove him or we allow him to go, the repercussion will be too heavy. I said no. Kwankwaso left out. The only thing he told me that, well, I can remain, he will not remain. I said, okay, I will stay and survive it and fight back. But let me tell you why I'm saying this today. When he was going, he told me, look, I'm going. My people who are remaining will support you. I know one thing I like in life. Forget these bogey people now. All these one bogey. They tell you one thing, yeah, before you turn, they've done a different thing. He told me, he said, look, I can assure you, those of them who are remaining in the party, those of them who are going with me will go with me. But those who are remaining, I can assure you they will support you. And they did. And they did. And that's why we talk about integrity. Do you understand what I mean? Integrity is very, very important. Whatever you tell me, do. Whatever I don't want to do, you don't need to say you will do it. So you're a man of integrity. You are a man of integrity. It's unfortunate we're not in the same party. But God will help at the appropriate time. God will help. People like this are people that should talk about leadership of the country. Yes, I have no apologies to make to anybody. I said it to Peter when he came. And I want to also tell you that if you are coming for campaign here, I will give you the logistic support for you to campaign. You are a former governor. The difference between me and you is that you are former, I'm still present. You are a former minister, I'm a former minister. So why will I not accord you all the necessary support, protocol, and logistics? Why? And when you're a governor, you perform excellently well. Everybody knows in this country. Everybody knows. And so I'm not afraid to say I'll give you all the logistic support. I will do it. Protocol demands that I should do that. So I thank you for coming. And let them know these are people who mean well for this country. You are not preaching based on ethnicity. You are not preaching based on religion. You are selling yourself to Nigerians. Vote for what I can do. If that's just me in Kanu, if that's as a former minister, I have what it takes to drive this country from where we are to the next level of development. It's not to say, don't vote for a Yoruba man. Don't vote for an Igbo man. That is not what we require in this country now. What we require is a man who put Nigeria together. So I'm happy. We of Integrity Group will continue to support whatever that is right, whatever that will help this country. And so, see River State as your own. When you win too, remember us. When you win, remember us. So we're all here to make sure that this election will be free and fair. We have not started full campaign. What we are doing is introduction to campaign. But what I've told our people, the only way you can disarm your opposition is to show them what you have done. Tell me who will come to Mgbutanwo now and say don't vote for us in the state. Is it possible? Is it possible? No, it is difficult. Our candidates in this state, sir, don't be offended. If you have candidates here, tell them to take it easy. Because here, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. So it will be difficult. At the appropriate time, we will tell our people in the language they understand. Thank you. At the appropriate time, we will speak the language our people will understand. And they will implement that language. Equals one maker. Equals one maker. Anumeka. And they want to say you. So it is important for all of us to know. I don't know people who stole stop mine. People are playing legacy to go and hide in Germany for over 5 years. They say they want to come and be governor. Governor where? Is it possible? No she. No she. Is it possible? We allow those armed robbers to come here again? To go and sell the plane again? To go and sell the street lights again? Far. Hello, she. So it's for River State. It's over. It's over. It is Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, who is the headmaster of their party, who is the principal of their party, who is the leader of their party, gave us a certificate that we have done too well, that nobody has beaten us. Don't be so? Yes,
You too much.
So now this one, now then we're going to say we have not done anything. Is it possible? Is it possible? So I thank the community for coming out in your numbers to receive our special guest. I thank the chiefs, traditional rulers of Emehua, led by Sergeant Awuse, for bringing out their people to show solidarity and support for this administration. Everything we have done here, we have never had any problem from the contractors that the communities don't want them to do any job. No. We have all gotten support, and that's why they have never said contractors have left the site. No way. And any new project we are going to flag off very soon, I can assure you, God willing, we'll finish them before we go. Some of politicians are telling me I should stop work. As if I stop work, what will I be doing again? If I stop work now, what will I be doing? I was voted to finish 29th of May, 2023. Is it not? Yeah. If I leave now, what will I be doing from now till May 29? So I will continue to work. I will continue to commission projects. I will continue to flag off projects for the interest of our people. So I thank you very much. And let me therefore invite our special guest of honor to please, before he will talk to you, they will read about him, you know about him. Some of you only knew him as former governor, former minister. There are so many things you don't know about him, who they will talk about him. And then he will talk to his people. Here and there, I will say, they used to be in a SDP. But that time, NRC took over state. SDP didn't win here at that time. That's under on her sergeant. So now it's a traditional ruler. When we tell him, why not stay in your palace, let's play politics, he said, you cannot remove me here. I'll be a traditional ruler at the same time advising you people on what to do. And he's been advising us very, very well. That's a very good traditional ruler. So I thank all of you. Just be patient, 2-3 minutes, hear about what they will talk about him. Then he will come and talk to you, and then he will commission this road to the glory of God. Thank you, and God bless you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, PhD, FNSE, has served Nigeria meritoriously in various capacities as former civil servant for 17 years, and he retired as a principal water engineer in Kano State. He was also a deputy speaker, Federal House of Representatives in 1992. He also served as a former member of the National Constitutional Conference, 1994 to 1995. A 2 times governor of Kano State, 1999 to 2003, and 2011 to 2015, respectively. A former Minister of Defense and Special Envoy to Darfur and Somalia, 2003 to 2007. Former representative of Northwest on the board of Niger Delta Development Commission, 2008 to 2010. A former presidential aspirant under the APC in 2015. A former senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, representing Kano Central Zone in 2015 to 2019. A former presidential aspirant under the People's Democratic Party in 2019. Now, a national leader and presidential candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party, NPP, in this year, 2022. Senator Kwankwaso has, over the years, played very active role in conflict resolutions in various sections of Nigeria, Darfur, and Somalia, in the course of which he has built bridges across the Niger for the mutual coexistence of our diverse rural people. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I at this point respectfully invite to give a speech and thereafter commission the road His Excellency Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, FNSC, presidential candidate of MPP and former governor of Kano.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, my brother, my good friend, and friend of Kano and Northern Nigeria, His Excellency Barrister Wike, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, and other senior government officials that are here, the zonal chairman of PDP, and other officials that are here, members of my entourage, especially the vice presidential candidate and chairman, secretary of the BOT of our party, and other members of my entourage, our respected traditional rulers that are here, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, on behalf of my humble self, my family, our party, the NNPP, I want to say thank you so much for finding me worthy again to come to River State to commission another project. Let me at this point congratulate the people of this community. I want to say, as a civil engineer, I have to particularly thank the governor for constructing this very high quality roads in this community. These are not ordinary roads, especially when we took into consideration the description of the roads by the Honorable Commissioner for Works, and of course, the contractors, Julius Berger. Your Excellency, as somebody who has been in the system for some time, I have to thank you because many of us used Julius Berger on various projects. Julius Berger was given some contracts by our administration in Kano and of course in Abuja to build the government house in Kano and of course our governor's lodge in Abuja. So we know the quality, we know the cost. And I can say comfortably that you are the only governor who has taken Julius Berger to rural area to construct road, to put street lights, to construct first-class drainage for the community. So I say thank you so much. And I'm so happy that since I came in yesterday, I had the opportunity to talk to some of my friends. And they told me that the projects that you constructed and are yet to be commissioned will be enough for you. They will be good enough to engage your time till the 29th of May, 2023. So I say thank you very much on behalf of all of us. And I believe this is the time other colleagues should start looking around. They should start studying the situation and they should learn from experiences of those of us who had the opportunity to govern. We took our time, like Governor Wike, to do what was right. And that is why, by the grace of God and support of our people, any day, any time, whether in party A, B, C, in even Z party, our people will always go with us because they believe in our performance, in our capacity, in our integrity, like Barrister Wike. Let me especially acknowledge one of our leaders who is now a traditional ruler. In those days, we call him Sergeant Ausi. In the days of Sheikh Musa Eradua of blessed memory, these are people who stood firmly as members of PF, as members of SDP, and that was when I was elected as Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps. These were the people we highly respect in the political cycle. These were the people who taught us how to be right, how to work hard, how to be honest, and how to be loyal. These are loyal members of our group, the PF, and of course the SDP under late General Shehu Musa Eradua. I'm so happy to see you and see you very strong. And thank His Excellency for appointing you the paramount ruler of this local government. And I'm so happy because we have lost so many people like you over the years, in the last 30 years, and seeing you really gingered me and reminded me of so many strategies by the Adua and of course by people like you and many others under our group. And I can assure you, what we have learned from you is still in practice. And that is why today we are leading in wherever we find ourselves. It's unfortunate, Your Excellency, that we found ourselves in a party that we helped to build. I was in PDP like you. In 1998, I had the opportunity of being part of the founding fathers of PDP. And we have done extremely well, especially our first 8 years. Unfortunately, as the time went on, many things started to go wrong. And unfortunately, some of us saw what you, Your Excellency, did not see in time. That was why we decided in 2013-14 to bring some changes in the political architecture of this country. That was why we formed the APC, believing that the party was going to be a progressive party that will sort out the issues that we were concerned about as Nigerians at that particular time. Unfortunately, this party proved over time, in the opinion of many people, especially in the PDP, to believe that it is worse than the PDP itself. And that was how really they were putting their eggs in one basket, believing that the election was going to be between bad and very bad. But even then, we have some islands. We were part of the island in Kano. We performed extremely well. Of course, one of the islands is River State, where we have a very distinguished leader who believes in his people. Anytime I come to Rivers, I find brand new projects and programs. This is somebody who has worked so much in education. And when we were coming to this venue, he showed me the law school that was being commissioned recently. And you can go on and on in terms of projects and programs, and that is why not only people of River State are calling him Mr. Project. All of us acknowledge him as Mr. Project in this country. Let me thank you for standing firm. I thank you for telling the truth at any given time, not minding what they think or do. Your Excellency, without putting red cap, I can tell you, you are a member of Kwankwaso any day, any time. Because in Kwankwaso, you don't have to put red cap. Many people in this country have got their red caps in their hearts. It is there. And I believe you are one of us. And that was why those of us from Kano have a lot of respect for you. it wasn't me, it wasn't because of me that I told you what you mentioned when I was living in PDP. It's because of you. I believe if I was not there, then Kano must be you. And of course, that is even the opinion of all those I left and all those who supported you. And given the opportunity, they will continue to do it and do it for the right person like you. Let me say that many people have made so many mistakes. Many leaders don't understand. Some leaders are very rigid. Rigid in the sense that whether they are failing or winning, they will stick to one idea. They will stick to one aspirant or candidate, not minding the consequences, not minding the feeling of the people that are involved. We have seen people in my former party that all what they want is ticket, to get presidential ticket. They are ready to do anything to have ticket. Now I can tell you, as Governor Wike has been saying, any party that cannot control two of the three states, Kano, Lagos, and Rivers, he has been saying it, and people were not taking note of it. And by now, with Kwankwaso out of that party, Wike is still struggling to be there or not to be there. Somehow things are moving. Certainly Lagos is not their own. One begins to wonder where they will get their votes to win the election of 2023. We have seen people struggling, probably regretting, going around talking to so many leaders, trying to say that they should intervene either here or there. Now let me say, especially to those leaders, please at this critical time, respect yourselves, do the right thing, make sure you don't soil your fingers. And remember, even those of us are still in their 50s and 60s. So it is very important they take note of that. And let me at this point acknowledge and of course congratulate Governor Wike for leading the integrity group. This group, I have seen many of their portraits along the streets of this state. I believe they are good people, and I know that by the grace of God, the integrity group will do the right thing as soon as possible, because I believe they are people of integrity, and of course, the posterity will judge them based on the action they take. And I'm so happy that they are doing the right thing. They are consulting, they are talking. So many people who are talking about Governor Wike as if he is just one person. And that's what happened in 2013-14. 5 of us as governors formed a group. And this same party did not understand. Many of the leaders were saying, only 5 votes, only 5 of them. Until the 2015 election happened, many of them did not understand. So, Your Excellency, I want to say that we acknowledge and follow what is happening with the integrity group, the G5, and I believe they are not only G5. We are aware of G2 and G1. Whether They are going to merge very soon or till later. We keep on our eyes watching the developments. Let me at this point say, especially in the presence of our traditional ruler, the paramount ruler of this community, Sergeant Awusi, that in the NNPP, we have our blueprint, which I will give you before we go, and we decided to involve the traditional rulers in the governance of this country. And that's why we now decided to form committees in 8,809 wards that we have in this country. And we have 11 selected people that we call our best 11. One of them is the traditional ruler of that, the foremost traditional ruler in that ward. The other one is the klagi, or the imam, in that particular area. Representative of students, the representatives of women, and so on and so on, the PTA, the one person with disability, 11 people. And these are the 11 people that will work in the interest of that ward. And resources will come directly from federal government to those wards through legislation. And of course, the local government and states that are interested and keen into the project are free to do that. I was so happy when I saw young men and women dancing. And it's not only here, across the country, most of these young men and women have no job to do. And that's why, for security purposes, and I have to congratulate the governor, now Rivers is peaceful. A friend of mine was telling me this morning that nightlife activities are taking place across the state and so on and so forth. So, Governor, congratulations. It's not the same story across the country, especially in northern Nigeria. And that's why we decided to increase the number of our military, being a former Minister of Defense and having done a lot of work to compare so many things, including the United Nations recommendation for the military in terms of military-civilian ratio. We believe that increasing the military to 1 million will sort out the problems that we have today in the security. So also the police and DSS and other paramilitary, so that we can take each and every square meter of this country for Nigerians. In education, in our government, at national level, we decided that no more selling of forms for Wike or for NECO or for anything. In fact, we have decided that nobody should be denied education at all levels because they cannot afford it or they don't have money to do it. Because we believe so much in education, and we will continue to support education because it's very critical and important in every society. Your Excellency, I'm so happy that I'm here, and I'm equally happy that you mentioned my colleague, Andrew Uchendu. Uchendu was my colleague in 1994 during the Constitutional Conference, and most recently we were senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria together, and in between we have always been working as friends. Let me say that immediately you announced I was coming here, he called me and said that you are coming to my community, my village. I said, I hope you'll be there. He said he wanted to come, but he's worried about what either the governor or somebody would say. I said, but that is not the reason. Governor is my friend, and I can assure you that at any given time in politics, one is learning. Now it's like mistakes were being made in the past, and there is a golden opportunity now to correct those mistakes. And for somebody who was able to bring good road of this standard, good street lights, good drainage, and so on and so forth, I believe it's time for you to say thank you very much. In any case, he told me, Governor, to say thank you very much. He couldn't make it to this place. But don't worry, Governor. I believe that in 2023 election, in this local government, I believe there would be only two parties. One party for the gentleman who thought it's necessary to bring these facilities and constructed them and paid them and commissioned them. I believe this community has no option than to go to that political party to vote for it. On the other hand, the other political party is the party of somebody who was invited all the way from Kano to come here and wish you well and congratulate you. And of course, not only because of Uchendu, certainly I can say by this visit, I should be seen as part and parcel of this community. And already I can see a young lady there with my portrait, which is even looking more beautiful than myself. So I say thank you very much for that. And I guess you are from this community. Once again, Your Excellency, we thank you for this project. And I don't know whether it's here or we are going to somewhere to commission the project, but I want to say thank you on behalf of all of us. Thank you and God bless you.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are a miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are a miracle working. Your name is Yahweh.
In the name of Almighty God, the most gracious, the most merciful, I want to cut this tape to officially declare this solid road open for the benefit of this community and humanity. And it's an opportunity for me to once again thank His Excellency the Governor for inviting me to be here, to be part of this success. Let me also draw the attention of this community to make the best use of this facility. Normally, opportunity comes only once, and it is here today. Please make the best use of it. Ensure that the drainage is always clean. I believe that's another way of saying thank you to His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State. Continue to live in peace in this community. And continue to be loyal to the authorities under His Excellency, the Governor. I'm so happy to be here because I believe This is the only facility constructed in any rural community in this country. So for those of us, not only we are happy and impressed by what we have, but we are also happy with the quality. This is a road that I believe that will live forever. And then, God, I would like to cut this tape to declare this road open. Construction of Mgbutanwo internal roads executed by the administration of His Excellency Wike, CON, GSSRS, Governor of Rivers State, commissioned by my humble self. Thank you and bless you.
The national anthem. It's on this table here. Where the mobile is.
This is Channels Television. You've been watching live coverage of the commissioning of Mgbutanwo Internal Road in Emoha local government area in River State. Please stay tuned as we return to our regular programming. The progress of work. The Minister of Power also visited Dan Angudi substation in the company of Governor Ganduje, where he explained that Kano State will receive about 600 megawatts of power, which is grossly inadequate for the commercial hub.
We want to bring more electricity. The line has aged. It's over 50 years old, and it cannot carry. The capacity has reduced, and we cannot reconduct because of the encumbrance we are having along the right-of-way. You cannot go in with equipment and walk. So we have to get these people to move out, those who have built on our right-of-way. But they are our people. We have to find a way to talk with them, and the closest to them is the governor.
On the issue of encroachment of buildings into the rights-of-way, the governor promises to take prompt action.
It's absolutely necessary to provide electricity, adequate electricity to the people of Kano State. And from his explanation, he will be able to provide about 2,000 megawatts, while now we are having only less than 600 megawatts. So you can see the increase is more than even double. So we must double our efforts. It is a must that is a task that must be done, I assure you.
The minister also assures of steady power as federal government is working towards renewable energy sources across the country. You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up in River State, life gradually returns to normal as flood waters recede. Please stay with us.
It begins when news breaks, but there's much more in the details. That's where Special Report comes into the picture. Locating source and destination of the news.
Something needs to be done. We don't need to negotiate that. Government should see what we are doing.
Bringing your perspective to the fore.
If those arrested are those protesting against police brutality, I would say that such arrest is unjustified.
Exploring angles that may provide solutions. Giving you the opportunity to understand the issues and make decisions. Watch Special Report on Channels Television.
Welcome back. In the southwestern region of the country and away from politics, the Lagos state government have announced that the ongoing rehabilitation of the Agege Penn Cinema flyover will be completed soon and open for motorists. Special advisor to Governor Sanwo-Olu